Yo, what is up, anime fans? Welcome back to Anime Dashboard. It's your boy, the Token Black Guy here. As always, my co-host, Little Man Tech. And on today's dashboard, we're going to be talking about the long-awaited return of Hunter x Hunter. But with that out of the way, let's just jump right into it.
All right. Let's get it. Hunter fans, let's go. All right.
Hunter haters on my side, let's boo them.
You're a bum. All right. So if you're like me, you've been dying to see the next season of Hunter x Hunter. If you're following the manga, fair warning, there will be spoilers for if you're an anime only fan, you've been warned, there will be manga spoilers. But ever since we saw the cliffhanger on the last episode, just so many loose ends, and I'm so glad that Togahashi is finally getting back to us with some anime.
Well, you should remind them what the cliffhanger is for some of the people that maybe it's been a while for them.
All right, you name it. All of our characters have some sort of cliffhanger, except for Killua.
But I guess Killua was still kind of a cliffhanger because he left with his sister, and then he was like, "I'm just gonna do things with my sister." So I mean, like, did he go training? Did he, what did they do after that? I mean, that's.
I think in the scheme of, like, compared to every other character, that's really the end of that story. Like, I think if I watched an anime and that's how it ended, I'd be like, all right, listen, he's found a purpose. That was what he started the whole thing for, and boom. I don't want to see him gone, but that's obviously the end of a story. But compare that with other characters. So you have Kurapika looking at the Scarlet Eyes. You have Gon meeting his dad, who tells him about the Dark Continent.
Who still didn't want to meet him.
Well, you have the knowledge that the Chimera ants are from the Dark Continent. I mean, they're a low-level threat relative to the Dark Continent, but like here, they nearly wiped out the entire human race. Definitely the NGL or whatever it's called, they got murked. I mean, the anime ended in 2014 with just a whole bunch of loose ends, and so I'm excited to see some of those get filled. If it follows the manga, we have super exciting content. So immediately following, we find out Netero has a son who is batshit insane. So he's interested in going into the Dark Continent, and basically we see political power struggle between the governments of the series of islands. I can't remember the name, but all trying to stop him from going, because every time someone goes to the Dark Continent, they bring back what's called a calamity. I think that there's been 7.
That like herpes.
I think that was one of the
Can you get rid of these calamities with a trip to the doctor?
No, but they're saying even Nanika is one of the calamities. It's like,
so they're saying he's from like the Dark Continent.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
yeah.
But didn't her mom give birth to her? How does that work?
The spirit. So his sister is his sister, but Nanika is the calamity.
Mm.
And so basically, they give a panel showing like all the 7 different calamities. Some are like a tree that like basically just makes you happy, but it sucks out all of your life. There's
like a girlfriend.
Exactly. But anywho, we have that. There's a increasing story there. There's a lot we don't know about the Dark Continent. It's massive. The only person who's been able to live there for a long time is Jing's dad, Gon's granddad. So we have one half of the books detailing the I think the eastern we have the Eastern book, and we're still looking for the Western book on the Dark Continent. Nobody knows.
You
Um,
think they're going to adjust anything from the manga to like the adaptation animation? Do you think they're going to go straight? Because in the manga, they end off with Karapika and like they pivot to him and they're doing his thing about avenging his clan for the Scarlet Eyes and what he's doing, and he's on an adventure doing that stuff. Do you think that the creator is trying to maybe like he doesn't know when he might go on hiatus again and maybe wants to get to the bigger arc? I could also see him doing something where he just goes straight to the Dark Continent and just follows right up with Going and them and what they're doing.
I
Because like you
gotta,
said, there's a lot of cliffhangers and there's a lot of like loose ends. I mean, remember like Killua's sister and one of them, like she was with the Phantom Troop at the end, and
mm,
she was like, "Oh, like I'm doing this for you," like blah blah blah. I mean, so there was definitely like some. I mean, obviously Hisoka's got you know, he still wants to fight going and everybody, and he's still like at the end when they were like hunting him down when he was helping kill his brother. He was like, "I'm gonna let him go so I can fight him later." So I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot there that they have to finish, but I mean.
So
Do you think he's gonna have the cherry pick and specifically target which one he wants to finish? Because they might not finish.
I have um what I imagine is probably going to be an unpopular theory on how this is going to play out. I think season 7 is going to focus on beyond Netero and the expedition to the Dark Continent. That's an interesting story. We get to see more of Jing's dad. We get to see his powers.
Do
Um,
we though?
yeah, yeah.
As far
So
as right now, his powers is just being a bad dad.
so among others,
He's the
so
world
one
champion in hide and seek.
so one of his powers is that anything that he gets hit with, any nen that he's hit with, he can learn and improve. So he got hit with Leorio's punch that travels. He basically creates like a portal that lets him punch. Jing can do that with like a series of blows. So he's throwing the ones to the ground and just knocking niggas out. Super awesome scene. Finally, I think that that's what they're going to focus on. But what I think is going to be more interesting is that in the same vein, Demon Slayer had the movie, um, Jujutsu Kaisen had their own movie. I think Hunter x Hunter will come out with their own movie, and the focus of this is going to be the development of Hisoka. So again, spoiler warning. Um, at the in the manga, Hisoka finally gets to fight Chrollo. And Chrollo finally got his Nen exercised, and he's able to use his Nen. Now, fans will remember Hisoka was always ready to go. He didn't care when. He was like, it's fine. So we get to see this awesome development where Hisoka does that to Chrollo. Chrollo literally gets a month to prepare whatever he wants to do, whatever stipulations he wants, he gets. After giving him a month to prepare, Hisoka fights him and gets his ass handed to him. Dies, actually. Um, Comes back to life and immediately flip is switched. So he literally has like
How did he die? Didn't he know that his bungee gum is made out of the properties of gum and bungee?
That's actually how he saves himself. Damn bungee gum. Um, but yeah, so he comes out of this and is immediately changed. He's like, I'm not fighting people on their terms anymore. It's whenever I want to fight, which is all the time.
He's so good. Dies, comes back and is like, you know what? I'm just gonna shoot the fade with anybody.
Kills 2 immediately. Kills 2 Phantom Troop members off rip. Threatens Machi, the one with the sewing needles. Um, so he kills Shalnark, who is the off-brand Super Saiyan, and the I can never remember his name. He looks like one of the characters from the Adams family. Can't
Oh,
remember his name.
the guy that always has his thing above his mouth. Can't see.
Yeah, like really long hair.
The long one. I'm not remembering who you're talking about then.
Yeah, he creates copies. But anywho, um, I think that's gonna be an interesting movie. Um, I think that would be great. I think it's engaging, tells a story about a character that we're interested in. Um,
Are we though?
yeah, Hisoka's one of the like most beloved characters.
The pedophilia clown is the most beloved character.
Yeah,
The one who wants to sleep and or fight with the two children.
yeah.
The
You know.
one who like stands behind them so he can look at their ass. Who's visibly in makes boner noises when he's okay. He's the okay. I question the Hunter x Hunter community of why this one's below, but all right.
But going back to the topic at hand, uh, long story short, I don't think this season is going to be like a Chimera Ant arc 2. I think that a lot of it is going to just be a transition into hopefully another season that's more action packed. If they tried to do the whole Dark Continent expedition and have it like 50 episodes like the Chimera Ant arc, um, I'm here for it. I just think that it's going to be tough.
You think they're doing a full season, or are they going to do a few episodes at a time or something?
No, everything I'm seeing, I'm not quite sure. Um, I've seen some people say it's a little confusing. Like some articles are saying it's 4 episodes, some are not giving an episode list. There's not been any trailers or anything, so it's really tough to determine right now.
I did see some things that the original voice actors for like Gon and Killua and stuff like a lot of people were coming back, so they were pretty happy about the announcement. So I mean, you got their official pages making comments and posts on it.
Yeah.
I don't know when it'll be exactly. Do you know?
Yeah, it says late 2022, early 2023. Um, the only thing that we have to hope out for is Togahashi has a lot of health problems. Um, and as a Berserk fan, I'm always on edge about that sort of thing. But fingers crossed his health holds out, and he's able to put together a really nice season. And that's all I have for today. Um, Looking forward to it, and stay tuned for more information.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us again on another episode. Please let us know down in the comment sections what you think about what they're gonna do. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. But until next time, peace.